Thousands of people will be banned from Canada this year. Not because they lied, not because they had fake documents, but because someone else did in their name. And IRCC can trace it right back to them. If you've ever trusted a friend, a local agent, or a representative who promised they could get you a faster visa, you might already be linked to a fraud pattern you know nothing about. I'm Jazz Dillon, licensed immigration consultant and founder of Real West Immigration, and today I want to tell you what no one in this industry likes to admit, that fake consultants are destroying good applications and sometimes good people. Here's how it happens. You go to someone your cousin or classmate recommends. They sound experienced. They say things like, "Don't worry, I'll handle your forms. Everyone does it this way. Just sign here, we'll take care of it." You never see what they actually submit. You never know what information they changed, and you assume since you paid, it must be legitimate. Then one day your application gets refused. You think it's bad luck, but months later your name appears in IRCC's system, linked to falsified employment, fake language results, or misrepresentation codes you didn't create. And the officer doesn't see a mistake, they see a pattern. Because behind every ghost consultant, there are dozens of recycled applications using the same templates, the same company letters, the same language. When one gets caught, every file connected to that pattern gets flagged automatically. That's how innocent people end up banned for 5 years without realizing who set them up. I've seen it firsthand. A client came to me last year, refused for misrepresentation. He swore every document was real. We dug into the officer's notes, and what we found was horrifying. The consultant he used added an extra employer to boost his experience. The address didn't exist, and the same employer appeared in dozens of other files that year. IRCC didn't need to call him. The system already connected the dots. Every file using that company was blacklisted automatically. That's the level of digital tracing happening right now. IRCC cross-references everything: addresses, job offers, phone numbers, even PDFs. If one pattern looks suspicious, the algorithm flags everyone attached to it. So if your agent used the same template, the same fonts, or the same reference letters as someone else, you could be linked to a fraud network without ever knowing it. Now here's the worst part. Even when you realize something is wrong, you can't always fix it yourself. Because from IRCC's point of view, the liability is yours. You signed the declaration. You authorized that representative. That means the content of your file, true or false, is legally your responsibility. The system doesn't care if you didn't know. It cares that your name is on a compromised file. And once the flag hits your record, it doesn't disappear. It follows you across visa types, across years, across addresses. That's why cleaning your file after using an authorized agent is one of the hardest things to do, but it's not impossible. Here's what we do when someone comes to us after that kind of experience. First, we isolate the damage. We trace what was submitted, where, and by whom. We compare it against your real records, not just what the ghost agent uploaded. Then we rebuild your credibility file. We show IRCC transparency, correction, and control. Because once you demonstrate awareness and evidence of fraud, the officer sees a pattern, one of integrity and not being complicit in fraud. That's what turns a red flag into a second chance. If you've ever let someone else handle your file without full access to what they've submitted, you need to find out what's actually in your record. If you're planning to apply soon, verify that your representative is licensed with the College of Immigration and Citizenship Consultants, CICC. If they can't show you their RCIC number and name on the public registry, walk away. And if you've already submitted through an unauthorized person, don't panic, but don't wait either. Get your case analyzed before IRCC connects your name to something you didn't create. That's exactly what we do at Real West Immigration. We help you verify your file, rebuild your trust profile, and protect your name before it becomes evidence against you. Because once your record is flagged, you can't just talk your way out. You have to prove your way back in. Book your confidential review using the link below, because in 2025 and 2026, your biggest risk isn't rejection, it's reputation.